Hello everyone, welcome to our channel Geo for Geography. And today I am here with one of the most interesting topic that is equally controversial as well. The topic that seems controversial as well. See, this topic that is geoengineering. Uh, See why I have chosen this topic, because this topic is very kind of a buzzword now in the environmental and climate change domain. So that is a part of applied climatology at first, right? Now applied climatology, it means what? Say when then what exactly, say because applied part is what, trying to find some solution for the real time problems, so what kind of problem is there, and then the solution that this particular process or mechanism is trying to deploy. Then see, ab dekho, like guys, you are pretty much aware about that the world is going through a climate change event, and particularly that the man-made activities has made this global warming as a very crucial say climate change phenomena as over on the earth's surface. And now in this connect, because human is rather responsible for the excessive release of the carbon, greenhouse gases and ozone depletion and the various problems as in. Now what human is trying to find the solution, right? As like we are the part of the problem itself, we shall find the solution as well, or we should be part of the solution as well. And with the same thing, that this concept of geoengineering has been coined. Geoengineering. See, now what exactly it means by? It is simply geoengineering as a term is a application of this climatology as a concept in order to solve the problem that the world is facing now. You can, like on a broader domain, you can consider not only the climatology right there, but rather you will find the whole of knowledge of earth and geography as well to solve the problem that the world is facing as of now. So geoengineering is simply like a modifications in the earth or the earth climatic system, atmospheric system, that would rather negate, okay, or somehow favoring the intended targets. Jैसे now for example, if we are going through a phase of global warming, what we should look for? देखो, अब global warming, if you find, it is actually a result of imbalance of heat budget, है ना, heat budget. अब heat budget क्या होता है? It is simply like that the energy that you received or the earth received, it should keep a balance with the emission as. However, if this earth surface, earth's atmospheric system, climatic system fail to keep a right balance between emission and absorption, right? In that case, कुछ phenomena होगा. जैसे for example, if it receives more energy than it emit, है ना? In that case, energy would rather accumulate, heat would rather accumulate, that leads to rise in temperature, and that is itself a global warming in the long run. I hope guys, देखो ये concept को समझना है आपको, receiving and say emission, right? इसमें क्या case बन रहा है? Now, see, geoengineering is then simply the process that is equally known as climatic engineering, right? Climatic engineering. It is simply a process where what we are trying to establish a firm balance between this received part of energy and emitted part of energy. It just because there is imbalance in received part or emitted part, इसीलिए क्या हो रहा है? Energy accumulate हो रही है और global warming हो रही है. Now, the thing is, what then if you want to reduce the global warming or its impact, what you guys should look for? Reduction of energy that you have received. तो reduction of energy कर दोगे तभी भी ultimately क्या होगा? Balance की तरफ जाएगा. And simultaneously you can as well look for the emission part of, increase in the emission part of energy or radiated part of energy, right? So I hope you guys are getting. देखो, अगर global warming if you want to control, you should increase received energy received. Sorry, my mistake. You should decrease or to decline in the reduction in the energy received and increase in the energy emitted. energy emitted. Now in this attempt then geoengineering or climatic engineering that comes into play. क्या करेगी देखो अब ये that particular process. So it by means of two different technologies it would promote energy emitted out of the Earth's atmosphere and it would simultaneously reduce the energy received by the Earth's surface. See, this then defines the concepts. Geoengineering refers to a set of emerging technologies that could manipulate the environment and partially offset some of the impacts of climate change. Solar geoengineering, right? इसके further types है, right? So geoengineering it's simply the modifications in the Earth's climate. Now there are two types of this geoengineering, guys. You will find this PPT, okay, that will be provided on the internet. This link itself, in the comment box, and simultaneously you can find this PDF, right? जो कि PDF है, जो content वाला PDF है, you will find it even on the our website as well, geoforgeography.com. So you can get it download from there as well. Now, देखो types of geoengineering. Now based on whether we want to increase outgoing or whether we want to reduce incoming, right? That defines the two types of this engineering. देखो एक है पहले इसमें solar geoengineering, that is as well known as solar geoengineering or as well solar radiation management, SRM. Now what this term exactly, देखो अब इसमें क्या करेंगे हम, we would rather manipulate, right? I'm using this word so cautiously. We would rather manipulate the incoming solar radiations and in such a way कि क्या होगा, उसका incoming balance है वो reduced हो जाएगा, है ना, या incoming proportion है would rather reduced. So solar engineering seeks to reflect a small fraction of sunlight back into the space or increase the amount of solar radiation that escape back into the space to cool the planet, है ना. So if you reduced incoming radiation, automatically energy content would reduce, temperature content or value would reduce, global warming just could be controlled, right? Then see, in contrast to carbon geoengineering, what the other type of this geoengineering, solar geoengineering does not address the root cause of climate change, right? It instead aims to break the link from the concentrations to temperature, thereby reducing some climate changes or damages. Now, अब देखो what are the different tools are being used for the purpose of this geoengineering or solar geoengineering. अब यहाँ पे क्या होगा? First, what we will rather inject stratospheric aerosol into the atmosphere. Now what does that mean by, पहले तो aerosol का function समझो. What aerosols are like small size, micro size diameter particle है. And if they are hanging up in the atmosphere, you will find the incoming solar radiation would rather fall, okay, or rather fall on the surface, and then you will find of that particular aerosol, it would get rather scattered and back to the space, है ना. So aerosol, stratospheric aerosol injection, जिस पे UPSC 2019 prelims में already there was a question. This involves releasing the reflective particles such as sulfur dioxide into the stratosphere to create a thin well. Next है marine cloud brightening, right? Now what does that mean by marine cloud brightening? It's simply like what if, as you know, marine clouds are generally rich in the moisture content. अब moisture content हो गया तो color must be black, and you guys are pretty much aware about the black color is rather the best absorber of energy. So we will rather allow this marine cloud to precipitate so that they will be getting brighter, white, their albedo will increase, और फिर क्या होगा, energy would return to the space. So marine cloud brightening. I hope you guys are now pretty much clear with this. Then high albedo crops and buildings. अब इसमें क्या करेंगे हम? See, our again reflection potential needs to be increased. So albedo is simply the reflection capacity of any particular body. And what we will develop the high albedo bodies, like we will rather in urbanized area हम क्या करेंगे, white color buildings रखेंगे या surface को white colors रखेंगे so that that surface won't absorb the extra solar radiation and would rather reflect it back to the space. See over here, like this is what explained, marine cloud brightening or stratospheric aerosol injection. Then ocean mirrors, what the function, as you know, mirrors are the best reflector, so having a ocean mirror established on the surface, you can reflect it back to the space, this energy. Next cloud thinning. cirrus cloud thinning. Cirrus clouds है, as you guys are pretty much aware about, cirrus clouds are basically what, like say the middle and like the high clouds, and what generally these clouds are thin, wispy, made up of the ice crystal which forms at a high altitude, high clouds hai. And this clouds then has a great potential because of their depth, right? Depth in the sense their as such width as, so they absorb the incremental solar energy and then return it back to the space, जिससे क्या हो रहा है, heat accumulate और temperature बढ़ रहा है. अब now what if we able to make this cloud thin, right? अगर हम इस क्लाउड को थिन बना देंगे, देयर एनर्जी बियरिंग कैपेसिटी और रिटेनिंग कैपेसिटी वुड रादर रिड्यूस, एंड इन सच अ केस यू विल फाइंड व्हाट वी कैन मैनेज द energy retained in the atmosphere. So cirrus cloud thinning process is again the same case. Then space sunsheds, what again the final solar radiation management or solar geoengineering technique. It includes the sun space management, where though like we are looking for a establishment of a giant mirror in the space, just like space stations are there, we would just are thinking to have a giant mirror. Those would rather reflect sunlight in large quantity, though seems very difficult or possibly as of now unrealistic as well. But yeah, these are possible solution agar global warming would rather go beyond a specific limit. Now the case is second वाला केस है. देखो एक क्या केस था हमने, what by all this means ocean mirror, space mirror, okay, giant mirror है, या marine cloud brightening है, या cirrus cloud thinning है, या aerosol injection है. What we are trying to reduce the incoming radiations. Now what is the case for ultimately outgoing radiations we need to increase further, right? अब outgoing radiations कैसे बनाएंगे हम? Outgoing या emission, terrestrial radiation, those are like say, so terrestrial radiation how we are supposed to, by means of carbon geo engineering. Again under carbon geoengineering, what you will find, that is known as carbon removal technologies or carbon removal, dioxide removal. See, this carbon geoengineering seeks to remove carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, which would address the root cause of climate change. Because as you know, in the overall global warming case, 60% of the warming of the earth is actually led by this CO2, which has incremental proportion from 200 to 250 ppm till now 420 ppm as of now in 2023-24. So the carbon reduction or removal is rather a very crucial technology or crucial aspect of this global warming and its management, climate engineering. अब इसमें फिर क्या करेंगे हम? See, there are like different carbon removal technologies है. Natural technologies are itself afforestation, reforestation, that drive, right, simply by planting, like increasing the forest cover, you can absorb, or natural absorption led by plant, and then ultimately carbon dioxide would be absorbed, right, or इसका proportion कम होगा. However, there are like apart from this, these are the natural means. Now there are some artificial means as well. What? Direct air capture. Direct air capture में हम क्या करेंगे? We would rather look for what? The reduction of carbon dioxide, first absorption, sequestration, and then keeping it at somewhere. या इसको क्या कर सकते हो? कार्बन कंपाउंड में कन्वर्ट कर सकते हो. मे बी कार्बन रॉक itself may be used for road construction, like in maybe in future case I am talking about, right? Or you can store it over in the unused mines as well, underwater mines as well, petroleum mines है जो कि unused है. ऐसे जगह पे आप क्या कर सकते हो? इस कार्बन को capture and then you guys can store it. So this process is like sequestration. And like if you guys are really aware about carbon sink, so please let me know in the comment box क्या होता है carbon sink, है ना? तो carbon sink में इसको हम store कर सकते हैं. So that way. Then देखो यहाँ पे cloud seeding से हम क्या करेंगे? Precipitation, and then this energy will be reflect. Space mirror से हम क्या करेंगे? इसको reflect कर देंगे. Aerosol particle injection you will find are being again the best reflector. Then forestation से carbon dioxide absorption होगा over here. CO2 capture from air plus storage, so we are now trying to store CO2 as well. CO2 capture from fossil fuels and storage, ocean ion fertilization, right? Apart from this, see, ocean fertilization is equally a process जिसमें हम क्या करेंगे? What we will try for कि carbon dioxide led fertilization or the phytoplanktonic growth would rather promote. And as you know, the phytoplanktons are the largest producer on the earth's surface. They are the best carbon sinks further. तो वो क्या करेंगे? They absorb the carbon, convert it into some consumable compounds, and this is how convert further this technologies. I hope you guys are getting this particular thing. Carbon removal technologies are various, those are now in the stage of evolving. So this process is known as carbon engineering, and the first part is known as solar geoengineering. I hope you guys are now pretty much clear with the concept of geoengineering, carbon engineering, solar engineering as well. But however, there are some challenges and risks attached with. देखो challenges और risk क्या इनके साथ है. See, these are like unintended consequences are there, because as climate is very vast concept. Climate is rather very interrelated concept, and like it is very difficult as such कि you are supposed to achieve only isolated target or intended isolated target. ऐसा नहीं होगा. It may have some side effects as well. So we as of now don't have that understanding कि किस end तक ये impact हो सकता है. Because if you are going to establish ocean mirror, just imagine, right? In that case, that would rather adversely impact the evaporation. अब evaporation impact होगा तो क्या होगा? Ultimately precipitation. It may lead to ultimate impact on the global water cycle as well. It may impact on overall biological life further. So there are unintended, unexpected consequences of this phenomena. Further, ethical concerns are there, because geoengineering is like interference into the nature's domain, interference into the nature's affair. And if you are going to interfere there, you have to pay the price for. जैसे geography optional में you will find there is one concept that is neo-determinism, and according to Griffith Taylor, that whatever decision man takes, he has to pay the price for. Yes, he has to pay the price for this particular case. And yes, so ethical concern में ये भी एक case आएगा. Lack of governance, because see, like it may be a case because the problem anywhere is threat to everywhere. Now, like if US is going to establish a space mirror maybe or ocean mirror over in its region, you will find it may have some adverse impact over in the Indian Ocean as well. So how you are going to verify this fact? क्योंकि El Nino जो phenomena है Pacific में, उसकी reverberations you will find in Indian Ocean, in Atlantic Ocean as well. So how you are going to ensure the governance, ensure the claim and everything as in. So that is very difficult task to then further govern. Then public perception and regulation further. So it is very difficult as such ke public perception, because we are anyway like somehow connected with the nature, and like having interference further in nature may lead to the firm oppositions from the common public or populace, right? In that case, so they further needs a right regulation, and hence several organizations and research initiatives are exploring the development of governance framework for geoengineering. Yeah, their needs for establishing clear guidelines, conducting thorough risk assessment, and ensuring transparency are crucial steps in responsibly advancing geoengineering research and deployment. Now, in the conclusion, what? See, conclusion, what? See, these technologies are no doubt, they are basically evolving technologies, climate modifying technologies, climate engineering. However, we should use this technology like in a very justified manner, like in the manner that would lead to the significant further impact on the generations to come. So first we need to verify कि इसके adverse impacts कितने हो सकते हैं, whether Earth is in a position to bear those particular impacts, and to what extent we can get benefit out of it. So the geoengineering concept as a concept should applicable like only up to the limit, or only after the case that we should be pretty much comfortable that whatever side effect, whatever the benefit, those keeps a right balance. Okay, so I hope guys this concept of geoengineering, carbon engineering, solar engineering further, then the challenges that it leads to, and then the overall future way forward for this case is pretty much clear to you. If you really want this PDF, you can look for that link as well, that is given in the comment box. Okay, so वहाँ से इसको download भी कर सकते हो इस PDF को. You can visit our website for the geography.com. Okay, so yeah, go through that particular website. You will find their current affairs, different case studies in the geographical domain, and yes, absolutely the different pocket topic I would rather say कि जो I personally feel that is very important and very interesting as such कि जहाँ पे आपको एक ही single picture में पूरा crux मिल जाएगा किसी भी particular topic का. So I hope you guys are enjoying this particular videos. If you really like it, just don't forget to comment in the comment box, like it further, share it further, and subscribe to our channel. So I wish you happy learning, and yes, मिलते हैं फिर से. Sure. Thank you.